It's not every day you get brand new footage of a 30-year-old game, being Mario 64 in this case, plus Kirby Bowl and others like Mario Kart R, I think as it was still known then. And yeah, I want to talk about it. So this footage comes to us by way, first of all, of the YouTube channel Now In Game channel that it only has a handful of views at this point. There's far more. I'll link to in the description below. But this footage originally comes to us from by way of Space World 95. You can see Miyamoto, a much younger Miyamoto, presenting the games. We get an early look at Mario 64, including that room back there, which I myself had never seen before. I had seen the room that came after that he goes into, but never this hallway leading into it, which is interesting. Maybe we have, I don't know. But then we're going to get some more footage here, a few other differences that I want to give a shout out to Charlie Con Nostalgia on Twitter for pointing out as well and bringing this whole video to my attention with their Twitter posts. We can see Mario swimming around, stealing penguins. That's always been a thing apparently. Look how angry the mother is. But that environment, of course, looks quite different to the final one. There's like almost like a pyramid-like structure in the background. You can see the star is 2D. We have seen that before. So Kirby Bowl 64 was basically an early version of Kirby Air Riders, very early. It changed pretty much entirely, in fact. We can see him riding a Kirby surfboard there, or airboard, whatever you want to call it. Even said Kirby underneath it. If I back up here, you can just barely see that. Come on, where is it? There we go. Kirby, yeah. And I get I'm getting Kirby's Dream Course vibes from the general style of the level. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to some more Mario 64 footage coming up here, because there are a few more differences. So, let's take a look. Like an early, more early Peach's Castle footage, which is always weird seeing how similar but different it looked in the final version. Here's Miyamoto playing the game. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit. Here, check the, oh, did you see that? Did you see that? As Charlie pointed out on Twitter, watch this. Watch a fish that comes out. Look at that! That is a bubfish, I believe, that's randomly spawning from Mario leaping out of the water. Now, as you probably know, I made a whole video about this years ago at this point now. Fish randomly can pop out of the water when Mario leaps out. It's a neat detail. Never bubs, though. The more normal fish appear, not bubs. So that is a pretty big difference from the beta. Also, as Charlie pointed out on Twitter, too, the cannon here is, I think, sunk a little bit deeper into the ground. And furthermore, looks different once Mario hops into it, which we will see here in a little bit here. I'm skipping ahead. There we go. So the can looks a little bit different than the final version. And, yeah, as he shoots up to the top of Womp's Fortress. Also, did you hear Mario there? Listen. Who the hell's that? Who the hell's that? I don't think it's Charles Martinet. If it was a very different take on the character. Did you see the Womp's face down there too? Look at this little guy down here. Look at that guy. Look how he looks even more upset here. He's kind of adorable though at the same time. Like a little puppy, like a little angry puppy, you know what I'm talking about? And I think that's the bulk of the new footage. Again, you can see Womp's Fortress looks familiar, but also still fairly different at the same time, in some aspects at least. We get more footage of the various N64 games behind Miyamoto, more Kirby Bowl 64, more Mario Kart. I think R, as they'll still maybe known at that point. And I believe, oh yeah, we get a little more footage here of Miyamoto actually playing Kirby Bowl 64 in what looks to be a pretty fun multiplayer mode. I wish that had stuck around. Here's more early Mario Kart. I forget if it may have still been featuring Kamek at this point. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure on that one. In either case, we don't see him here. Which ties into my short, though, by the way, of Kamek, his lore being changed in the new Yoshi game. Go check out that short if you missed it. I'll link on the screen at the end of this video. And actually, that's pretty much it, everyone. That brings us to the end. There is more here, of course. This is a 20-minute video to show off even more games, more footage that I didn't show here. We also get, a look at Donkey Kong Country 2 that they were playing there at the end. So yeah, really fun looking back and seeing even more of this game. Now, I should, just clarify that we've seen elements of this before. Most of this isn't new in the sense that we haven't seen anything of it before. But there are little tidbits here that, as far as I'm aware, hadn't really been seen before. And if not, hey, it's a great opportunity to catch up on them regardless. So I'll link to this video in the description below. Shout out once again to Now In Game channel for posting on YouTube in the first place, and Charlie Con Nostalgia for posting on Twitter where I found it. So that's all I got for you, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.